Okay, in the last class, what we discussed, guys, can you remind me? Guys, can you please reply like what we discussed in the last class? There are 2 classes completed, right? As of now, in the RDF. It is 15th class, is it? Plus 15. Guys, are you facing any network issue? Because I'm not able to hear anything. How many points we covered? Can someone reply me? In Oracle reports. One is Oracle reports, development and registration. Then after that, derive company name. Then what else? Like report name. And we talked about placeholder. And we talked about user exits and mandatory parameter. Anything else we missed? Shall I rejoin or what it is? I'm not able to hear anything from you.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just expecting like, did we miss anything?
Mm.
So did we miss anything other than this?
Thanks. So. Mm.
Please go through it. Okay, next is lexical parameter. So through, as of now, we are aware of bind. If there is a colon, it's a bind. If it is ampersand, it will be a lexical parameter. To make the parameters optional, we can go with the lexical parameter, or to pass a string dynamically also we can use a lexical parameter. So first take this. There are 2 tables here, edged parties and then edged trust accounts. Then OER and so. In O2C, first step it is like you know already. I no need to explain again. Let's see a dot party ID and OH dot sold to RDFA, right? Then it's PA dot the primary of this particular table, first account ID. So I'm taking here P dot party name, then HCA dot account number, OH dot order number. This is the query. Okay. Now what we will do, we will discuss about lexical parameter here. So the parameters which sometimes actually, if you want to pass a parameter like HCA dot account number, is greater than or equal to lowest customer number, and HCA dot account number is less than or equal to highest customer number. These are all like bind parameters. Bind parameters we can pass in the form of colon like this. It is not asking, we will take directly into RDF report. It is report builder. Click on SQL. Once we connect to the database, then you will see there are two bind parameters. It is one is lowest customer number, other one is highest customer number. Now, if you try to run this, it will ask you the layout. Go back here. The width I'm increasing. Finish. So it is asking the value mandatorily. If you run it, it is giving the data. Okay. Now again, if you rerun this report, if I don't pass any value here, let's say I'm passing only 2000 and I'm not passing anything. So if you don't pass, then it will give error. It will not fetch any data. That means what it means here is if I don't pass parameters also, it has to give the data. So that means these parameters are optional here. So how to make parameter optional here is in the go to window object navigator. There is a trigger here, right? After parameter form trigger. So here we are comparing whether we are passing a value or not passing a value. If colon lowest customer number is not null, then if it is not null, then whatever the uncondition is there here, right? That has to come automatically here. This one. But yeah, on behalf of this, what we can do, there is a LP we have to use, lexical parameter, lowest customer number. For that, we have to assign here. See, it is creating automatically. Go to here is a place. Then colon lexical parameter and then LP LPN. Colon lexical parameter, lowest customer number, assignment operator, and this string we have to use. That's it. What it means here is if you are passing some value, this uncondition will go and sit into main query at this particular place. At this particular place. And in the same way, if you want to pass this value, then take this and to get the value dynamically, lexical parameter, highest customer number it is. One is lowest customer number, other one is highest customer number. Go to and here if condition is started, we have to end it in the same way. Same like similar to the above piece of code here, we need to write if highest customer number is not null, then colon LP highest customer number colon assignment operator, and this entire unconditional we have to give. So this is the way we can make the parameters are optional. If you don't pass parameters also, it will work. Compile. Check. Compile. Now, if you run this report, if you pass value as a 1000 and 2000, if you run it, it is working. If you don't pass anything also, it has to work here. See, I'm not passing anything, but still it is giving data more than some pages. That is the reason why this is called as a lexical. We can pass ampersand in the main query. To pass the condition to the lexical parameter, we have to use a trigger. That trigger is what it is after parameter. After passing a parameter only, it will go and activate here with the help of the if conditions. Got it? So this is how we can include the lexical parameter in the main query. If I ask you what is lexical parameter, we can indicate by using ampersand. This is the first point. The second point is what it is. We can pass string. It may be a condition from class, where class, or the entire condition it is. And third one is what it is. We can populate lexical parameters into trigger. So that is after parameter from trigger. And what is the purpose of lexical parameter? We can make parameters optional. That's it. These are all the 4 points you can say. So first thing is what it is. You can indicate by using ampersand, and we can pass the string. The string may contains where class, from class, group by, order by, anything. And where and all you can pass this ampersand is, you can pass anywhere. From class, select class, with class, where class, everywhere we can pass it. This is the greatest advantage with the lexical parameter. Bind parameter yesterday itself we have seen, and even now also we have seen, that is bind means what? It will expect the value, that's it. Just now it is expecting. We are passing a value, single value again. See, it's not a comma separated. For comma separated, other arrangement we have to do. Clear? That's about the lexical. Now next is we'll see reports customization. Means modifying the existing reports. Go to application. If you go to payables responsibility, there is a report here. Void payment register report. It's not available, is it? Such, if not, we may need to add. Okay, it's not there. Someone has renamed it. Go to system administrator. This is the original report. It is. You may need to attach to request group of payables. Request all reports. Payables. It is not there earlier, so that is the reason it is not appearing. Go and verify. Vision operations. Okay. This is the original report. Then how we can customize, what we will customize, I'll tell you. Reports customization means just modifications to the existing report. We output. Okay. No data exists. Change the parameters here. It will give you simply voided payments. These payments are voided here. That means hold. But why it is voided? What is the reason behind it? Users are not able to track here. Here we have a lot of space. In this, we have to include a wide reason here at this particular place. Okay. Now, first of all, how we can make a payment void, that we'll see. We need to create invoice, manual invoice. Okay. Once you create an invoice, your next step will be here as usually validation accounting. It's a part of P2P. Needs revalidation, that is because of tax issue here. Save. Validate. Validated. Accounted next. Final. Once it is done, the next step will be here. Pay in full. This for payment. While making a payment, then we'll keep on void. Let's see. Check. Save. Okay. And go to actions. Wide here. Hold. Any reason, okay? It may be a amount, invoice amount. Randomly I'm selecting. Forget about reason, whatever. Click on OK. User will void payment like this. It is saying here void a payment cannot be undone. And choose OK to void the payment. Yes, we wanted to void it. Okay. You may get this type of issue. Just click on OK. That's it. And again, go void. That is not voided properly. Not close. Yes, now it is voided. Voided means it will end up with a error, say red color here. This is the actual line and this is a voided line here. You can easily notice the difference here, and as well as overview also. You will see a status as voided like this. Now this type of records we have to bring into report here. Okay. Now go to what was the number we have given? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. Just go to view requests, then submit. Today's only record we require. Today's record, only 1 day record it is. Submit, no, find. Now that record came up over here. Your check number is 54 and why date is this date and this is the amount, but there is no reason. Reasons we already included, but the reason is not there here. So the straight away customization is what it is. Adding void reason to the void payment register report. This is a requirement. This type of things you will get in the form of ticketing tool. It may be a Jira, a stat tool or whatever. Every organization will follow their own ticketing tools. Now, if you get this type of requirement, first step is download the RDF. It's just 6-7 steps process. First step is download RDF. To download RDF, first what you have to do, go to concurrent program window. Go to system administrator. This is executable. Take this executable. This program is having an executable based on the short name. Take this file name. File name is RDF name, which is available in payables. Now connect to server in SAP. Login. In this report is available. Report name we already came to know, APX VCSCR. APXVCH, this one. Okay, this we have to download. Now we can open this report through report builder. Open. Now, if we go to layout, straight away go to layout model. So where exactly we need to add? We need to add by the side of void date, correct? Here. This is the first thing. Now go to layout model. This is the void date. If you go here, go down, and it is fully occupied here. First, you have to increase the space here. To increase the space, go to Object Navigator, and then paper layout. This is main section. Main section, double click. Instead of 7, I am taking here 9. Now, if you go to paper layout, you will see here it is extended here, and whatever the dots you are seeing, this is a character mode. It is. So now that means every character, every single character, it must be enclosed in between these dots. Okay. So this is called as a character mode, and there are two types of modes: bitmap and character. Anyway, now that is not the point here. We have to expand all this. See, there are this is the outermost layout. You have to drag like this. Then again, outermost you have to identify, right? Then one more, 3, then 4. So now it is locked actually. You can confine mode off. 4, 5 layouts. It is crossing the border. That is wrong. Can move. And here is one more frame. In the last class and all, we have seen only one main frame, but here, how many frames are there here? See, this one, and here also. Total 3, 3, 6, 7, 8 frames are there. But moving 8 frames manually is also will create a problem. So what you have to do? I'm just putting Control Z will not work properly. I'm just reopening it. Okay.
So, but suppose that there will be some limit for the printability level.
So that is length. Length it is. Now what you have to do? Go to open again report, paper layout. I'm talking about this limit it is. Okay. Now initially you have to make at least 9 or 10. Click on this. Go to paper layout. So instead of moving all this manually, what we can do, there is a flex mode is there right here. We have to on this flex mode, then move here. See, the entire complete set is moving here. This is best option. Do not move frames manually. Yeah. Now we can off this flex mode here. This is a flex mode off. We can bring back this. And in the same way, we have to move this, expand here. The next is take a text field. You have to give like this. Void reason. Next, copy. You can put here hyphens or yeah, hyphen is fine. This portion is over. Okay, it is heading only. The next is text field here. Text field we have to take here at this particular place. And F4, and this we have to include under a group here. And you need to attach also a field. As of now, it is a calculated field. And this we can find out first by using a parent frame here. Then F4. We have to include it a G check detail group. It is G check detail. We have various groups here. Find out G bank we should not use. Next is G check detail. In this group only we have to include that. So take a formula column here. Formula column, it will return a value. Yesterday we talked about placeholder. Now it is formula column it is. And formula column it is going to return character here. And the length also we have to give more than 200. CF void reason it is. PLSQL formula and function is like a formula column is like a function. We have to return the value here. Which value will return here is void reason here. How we can display the void reason is based on AP checksum, ACA, and the link between AP invoice and check we already talked, right? Payments on, and one more is AP invoice. In the P2P we have seen already all this. Check ID. Check ID. Then AIPA dot correct invoice ID. Now this is the real use of queries actually. Invoice ID. Now we require reason, right? The reason will be available in holds actually. One more table is required, that is AP holds all. AIA dot invoice ID. And then AHA dot invoice ID. AHA dot reason. Reason, you have to check what are the columns are available. Hold reason is there straight away. Like this. For which check number 55, right? ACA dot check number is equal to 55. 55 or 51, I'm not sure. 4. This is check number. Payment document number is a check number only. Take this 54. Yeah. So this is the way we can derive the hold reasons. But as function returns a single value, this is going to give an error. So that error also will check. And check number 54 I pass dynamically. But in the query, is there any check number available? That we have to check. Check number you can see. See check number, right? So this is the bind parameter we have to pass. See check number. For every check number, it will calculate the value. That is, it means. Go to check G check detail, void reason, PLSQL formula, and here is the place. Check number will pass as a parameter. Correct. Now, C check number is a bind parameter. We are not passing explicitly, but your system will take like this. and then hold reason, what you have to do? Into clause is required, right? Into L reason. L reason we have to declare it. Again, like yesterday only, all this. L reason is what is varchar 2 of 200. And formula column always it is expecting a value that is called as a return here. So what we need to do? Return of your reason. Reason is what it is here. L reason. That's it. Exception handling here also we can do. Then compile. Any confusion in this? Formula column is like a function. It will always expect a return class. That's why we are returning over here. So what we are returning here is the whole reason, whatever we got it here. This whole reason we are returning it. Compile. Now this will move it to server and the same concurrent registration is same. Second point, what we did, add void reason, formula column, and assign into layout model. This layout model assigning is we missed it. Go to layout model, click on this. So here is the place, whatever you calculated that we have to assign. That is C. There are so many C's right here. Scroll down. This one, right? Void reason, correct? Next step is what is registration steps. This I know it much explain, correct? One is move to RDF, move to server. Then fourth one is create new executable. It's a customization, right? New executable, new concurrent program, everything is new, okay? New concurrent program. Then attached to request group. Then seventh is submit from responsible. That's it. Now let's create a new executable, or before that, moving to server. So we'll have to save with our own name. Our own name is just include your client name like that. Move to server. Modified, we have to maintain our own version. We should not see. That is a standard report, right? That we should not touch at all. This is customization totally. We'll have to maintain our own customization. Otherwise, if they refresh the system, we'll lose our customization every time. That is the reason why we will keep into our own with our own naming conventions and our own folder also. So right now I'm moving into AP, but usually we have to move into custom folder here. Customization for all customization, custom folder it is. It may be APER, order management, inventory, whatever it is. Irrespective of the module, only one folder. Like APER, there will be one folder. That folder DBS will create. But right now we don't have a choice. So I'm using AP only. Move your file here. Copy. Okay, did we move just before or? Okay, just before only we moved, it seems. Scroll. And after that, ITM. This file. These dates are showing wrong actually, server dates. Take this. Now, as usually, executable creation. New executable. See this old one, we should not touch. What you can do, copy variables. Now next is defined. See, this definition, parameters and all, what we can do, we can use a copy button here and we can bring it. Go to void payment. There is a copy button here. Click on copy button. Void. That's it. And short name, our own short name. Include parameters in compatible programs. Parameters here, it's already copied because of the checkbox. Now attach over here. If it is XML, you can take XML here, otherwise leave it. Take this program. It is going to give error because it is returning multiple values, right? Take this, go to variables. Today's date only I'm giving. Why date? Okay. It will give exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows, like that it is. Okay. This type of issues will come whenever there is a size issue. So what I'll do, I'll just change the size of this program. You will face this type of issues in the character mode reports. Because of this landscape and all. And they mentioned a fixed columns, the number of rows. Since I have text, I'm taking HTML just to show you, but you should not take. You have to adjust here, size, everything.
Layout size we have.
Yes, layout size, and that too here, see in the RDF, I showed you, right? These are all creating a problem. If it's little up and down also, there will be a problem. So character mode reports, you have to be careful. Dots you see right now, this dots is having a problem. Character mode it is. Now you will get another error. Yeah, this is the error. Exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. If a formula column is returning more than one value, then this type of issue will get. If someone asks you what are the common issues you faced in RDF reports, these are all you have to note out and tell. One is function returns more than one value. The issue here is this one. Only this is enough. No need to say all. The second one is what it is. Invalid, has no size, length or width is 0. So these two are the common issues you can use. At least 5 common issues. Whenever you are working on this, the error programs you can make a note. Okay. Now for the solution for this here is simply what you can do. You can check count here. This count of whole reasons will keep into one variable. If count is greater than 1, count is equal to 1, then no worries. Return as it is. Return L reason. If count is greater than 1, we have to display for loop and concatenate. Concatenate all the rows here. First row, concatenate a semicolon, second row, like that we can do it. That is alternative solution only. So what I will do, I already have a statement.
We create our own reason.
No, not our own reason. The reasons which are all there, that reasons we have to concatenate and display as a single. That's
So we can take a point and we can.
We cannot see, these are all dynamic, right? This is for just only one check. There are n number of checks, correct? So manually we cannot take. I'll just take that statement. This the entire from here onwards you can take. Same statement only if conditions included. If you want, you can check. See, we are checking count of the whole reasons from the same 4 tables. Conditions not changed, and this also we have included. Only this void it is not null, we included. If count is 1, then we are returning whole reason as it is. Statement is repetitive here, copy paste. Same statement we copied here and pasted. The next is we are returning. If count is 0 means some payments are not voided at all. There are no reasons at all. Then why we need to return? So we no need to return anything. That is return null. If count is greater than 1 means if there are n number of reasons here, void reasons, that we are putting a for loop here without declaring. This is the statement, and then we can display the semicolon separated. Okay, include all this copy paste. You also do this copy and paste. So where exactly we have to keep here? Go to your formula column. I'm just simply modifying this void reason PLSQL formula. We can keep this like this. So no need to change anything. Only if conditions I have included, and semicolon separated is you have to declare like this. Compile. Move, then definitely you will see. And before that, what you have to do? You have to include here the elasticity property. Elasticity property vertically expand, or we can say variable also there. Variable. Shift control K. K for compile. Shift control K it is. Then move to the server. Now this time it will work. Okay. We output. Can you see here? This is the first reason, semicolon, second reason, like that it will display for your particular check number. This is called as a customization. So I'll revise again quickly. We talked about here report customization. Customization means modification. It may be adding column, removing column, changing query, changing layout, whatever it is. These are all called as a customization only. In this case, the requirement is we have added a void reason, which is already not there. For this, we have to download RDF, and we have added a formula column, and everything is same now. So new registration we have to use. While using a new registration, there is a copy button is required, correct? What is the use of copy button? We can copy parameters also. That's about the report customization, guys. Okay, as of now, I've given you two reports, right? One is open PO, other one is this void payment customization. Once you practice all this, then as I told you, some reports are there with us, right? We'll see all those. But meantime, if you have a time, go with the queries development. I'm thinking to explain you all this. Definitely it will be helpful to you. Okay. Each and every report will discuss what is bucket report, how we can display the buckets, inventory easing reports. These are all you must know, trial balances, time board. But you will have to practice queries development, then only you can understand all. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. Whatever the 25 queries are there, revise again today onwards. Okay. I'm stopping here, guys. Any questions? I told you, right? Oracle reports is easy. I think we almost covered. Correct. Then formula column covered. Summary column is pending, it seems. Placeholder covered yesterday. Then matrix report, nowadays we are not working on it. We are working on XML publisher matrix. I don't want to explain here in RDF. In XML, we'll see. If it is a standalone, not related to Oracle apps, then matrix is also important only. Cross product. So earlier I used to explain, but now I don't want to explain this. Any queries, guys? Any questions here?
Sir.
Yeah, we can do from where anything. Only thing is we are assigning to the main query. See here itself, if you go, yes, even void also you just see. If you open one report, you will come to know story. I'm just opening RDF report again. Wherever you see a ampersand, that's a lexical only. Very first time we may face difficulty. Do you see here ampersand? Ampersand where class, correct? Where one. Then copy this. There is a program unit here. Tools. Editor is, it has to enable. Oh, it is not enabled. Okay. Maybe one thing we have to enable, then after that you can. No, just check. Now also not enabled, right? For searching, actually, it will be really helpful. Yeah, this one. Find and replace in PLSQL. So you can, if you keep here, automatically it will bring you where exactly it is written. Expression. Not working. Then remove this ampersand. And yeah. So this is where class is assigned. If you just click on this, where class is the entire this one and conditions here. And here also else conditions it is. In which trigger it is used here is before report trigger also can use, but majority of the cases like where class we can populate from before report trigger, but parameters we can do it in after parameter. It's good, it is correct. So how to identify where exactly it is getting populated? We have to go to this menu, find PLSQL, find PLSQL. Anyway, fine, right?